Hi folks, this is video 110, and the title is Jjohn, the series, episode 3. This episode has to do with how not to clear a knife jam. In the original product days, different products had a different number of layers of tissue in them. The most was 12. We had 14 or 15 online stands. When one roll was about to run out, you started another on the run. Most of the time the transition went smoothly. When it didn't, the leading edge would ball up and start to roll backwards while still moving down the line. If it was big enough and arrived at the knife at the wrong time, the blade would not cut the big ball and the clutch would kick out and shut the machine down. There was a jam at the knife. Just before the knife was a flat-top conveyor. It wasn't a conventional belt-type conveyor, but 3 rows of plastic slats running as one side by side. Jjohn climbed onto the flat-top conveyor to clear the jam. The method in those days was to take a half-inch diameter steel bar about a foot or so long and insert it in holes drilled into the outer edge of the knife roll. Since the clutch was popped, all you had to do was turn the roll backward a little to allow the removal of the clump. I guess Jjohn figured he was stronger than a 12-inch centric mechanical clutch. He inserted a turning bar and started to yank on it. This would be the normal knife direction of rotation. If that big clutch could not get through the jam, there was no way Jjohn was going to. He kept trying. He was yanking and yanking and yanking on the short turning bar. The holes were only an inch or so deep. Harder and harder he's yanking with 2 hands. Well, you probably guessed it. The turning bar came out of the hole. He was pulling as hard as he could with both hands. When the bar came out, his hands jumped right back at his face. Bam! Jjohn got hit with all that force by the turning bar right between the eyes. He knocked himself out and just melted like a big noodle right off the line and onto the floor. We set him up against the frame and squirted some water on his face and got him to come around. For about 2 weeks, he had a half-inch diameter dot that made him look like he was joining the Hindu religion. Well, that concludes episode 3. Stay tuned for episode 4. I think there are going to be 6. All the best.